So tonight is the Redneck Brawl in Knoxville, Tennessee, I think it is. I'm not going. Someday I want to go to it. I'd love to go to it. Knoxville, Tennessee is not very far from here. It's like an hour and a half, I think, off I-75. Running I-75 down there, I think it's like an hour and a half. So I would love to go to it someday. It'd be cool. It'd be really cool to fight in the Redneck Brawl. I don't even know I don't know how that works. I think you put a call-out video. You gotta be pretty interesting. I think it'd be pretty cool to fight in it someday. But yeah, Redneck Brawl tonight. It's going to be a good one. The main event, Darrell Hinkle. I've talked about Darrell in the past. One time, actually, I remember talking about it. I saw a van that looked like his in the Lowe's park. It wasn't him. Here in London, and I was like, Darrell Hinkle, and I'm like, if you know, you know. So I've known about Darrell for quite a while, just about as long as anyone, when blew up on Facebook and all that. But Darrell Hinkle, main event tonight versus Randy. Now I don't know anybody personally that's in the Redneck Brawl. I don't know anybody down here. That's why I said if I was to ever be in it, I don't know how that'd even work out. I think you just put a call out video and other people call you out. I don't know. It'd be pretty cool to fight in it though. Someday I do want to go to it though. Like get tickets and go to it. But if anything, just be a pay-per-view tonight. But yeah, main event, Darrell Hinkle and Randy Neese, I think it is. Randy. And I don't know, I'm just here for the drama. I love watching the drama unfold. And that goes for any drama. YouTube drama, you already know I'm here for it. I'll sit and watch both sides. I'm just here for the drama. But the fact of, Redneck Brawl, and it's just so local, and because a lot of them people are from, where I live, 606, representing the 606.
Little Smokey coming out of 606, down in London, Kentucky, baby. We're real fucking man are. Kentucky's where it's at, baby. Wildcats all the way. Woo!
It's just pure entertainment. Redneck Brawl. One day, it's just going to be like Redneck Brawl is a pretty main event, but it's a big thing around here. One day, who knows? It could be just as big as the UFC celebrity endorse. Who knows? I don't know. I know it's funny. It's a good time to watch. And they knew what they were doing. They knew what they were doing having Darrell in it. Because they knew it, like, there's no way they didn't know. Like, they knew, oh, this is going to be the biggest Redneck Brawl event ever. Now, who am I I'm not like, oh, I got, Hinkle or I got Randy. I don't know. The weigh-ins last night, Darrell went in, and obviously Darrell's being held. I don't know. Darrell, he has that strength. He has that crackhead strength from what I've heard from somebody. He has that crackhead strength. I don't know. I don't know. It's going to be interesting. So I'm not like, oh, putting bets on anybody or anything. But I don't know. It just looks like a good time. It looks like a good time. It's interesting. But yeah, Redneck Brawl, 13. I don't know which number it is. It's one of them. I don't know. But yeah, interesting times we live in. Redneck Brawl. Like I said, I've known about it for quite some time now. Ever since I moved down here. In Ohio, I didn't know nothing about it. It was a thing when I was up in Ohio, but I learned more about it being down here and a lot of the events. In fact, the last one they had, I believe it was actually up in Ohio, Toledo, Ohio. I would say my old stomping ground, just Ohio in general, my old stomping grounds. Not quite Toledo. I've been up to Toledo, but I didn't, just visit it and everything. I think it'd be pretty cool to get in on it, but you got to be interesting. You got to send in, a fight video, call out, and I'm not sitting saying I would, I don't know. It's just like, obviously you're in it to win. You're not there to, get your ass kicked. But I have a lot of pent up anger. Like it would, I don't know. It'd be fun to get in on. But Redneck Brawl, I think it's 13. I think it's interesting. Who do you have? If you're watching it, by the time this gets posted, it'll be like a day or two later. So I guess it's kind of irrelevant to ask, who you got? Who got for Redneck Brawl? Because it's already going to be. I don't know. I don't know. Randy, people are saying, and I'm not saying he did, I don't know. People are saying in the weigh-ins, Randy started to run off. I didn't see that, but then again, maybe he did. I don't know. But Darrell went in on him, but then again, they're obviously going to hold him back. I don't know. Maybe Darrell pulled some cards out of his sleeve. I don't know. I don't know. going to be interesting. That's all I do know. It's going to be interesting. Redneck Brawl, London, Kentucky. Kentucky in general. There's a lot of 606 is why I sit and say London, Kentucky. Like, there's a lot. Like, I'll see the fighter call outs and it's like, they're in a parking lot somewhere, 606 represent. I'm like, yep, that's my current stomping grounds. Yep, 606. And one of the fights they had in Johnson City, if I went to any of them, Knoxville would be the closest. Knoxville, Tennessee. I want to go to one. Like, that's only an hour and a half away. Johnson City, the one that they had, you know, a few fights ago or so, that was, that's like 3 hours away. But maybe next time they go to Knoxville, because they always have it on a weekend, so I'll definitely be able to go. Next one they do, Knoxville, I would like to go to it. I'm all for being in it, fighting, or, you know, being in the crowd ticket. But fighting, like, that would be, man. How's that work? Can I wear glasses? I'd have to get contacts. Wouldn't want my freaking glasses to get, like, I can see without my glasses, but, like, I want to be, like, really swinging, and I don't know. Probably, I'd want contacts, probably. I don't know. What do you think about Redneck Brawl? Have you ever heard of it before? It's definitely a thing. It's definitely a thing. Like I said, when I lived up in Ohio, I didn't know nothing about it. I learned about it, like, right when I moved down here, seeing, you know, it advertised and everything, and I'm like, wait, what? We didn't have this. But like I said, the last event or the one before it, they ended up going up to Ohio, Toledo. I'm like, oh, that'd be so cool to, that's what got inspiration to be like, oh, I would love to be in that someday. That'd be so cool. Like, oh, you know, I'm from Ohio. There 20-something years of my life, 25 years or so of my life, 27 years of my life or so, give or take. I moved down here October 2024, but that's not relevant. So all that time, I was born in 96, lived in Ohio, moved down to Kentucky. I actually have relation that I don't know in East Kentucky, Prestonsburg area. My grandma was born down here, moved up to Ohio. That's why I was born in Ohio. Anyways, none of that matters. Redneck Brawl going up to Toledo, where their main events are usually, you know, Tennessee, South region. They go up to Ohio. I'm from Ohio, but now I'm living in Kentucky. It's like, I don't know. It's like seeing that when they was up there, I'm like, man, that'd be just so cool to be in there. Like, oh, from Ohio, but now I'm living in Kentucky. Ohio will always be home to me. Like, I was literally born there. I was literally born in a small town, Ada, Ohio, in a van. There's no hospital in Ada, Ohio. There's a newspaper clipping of it. I can post it right here. I was literally born in Ohio. My roots are in Ohio. But my ancestral roots are in Kentucky, East Kentucky. Like I said, my grandma was born here. Then she moved up to Ohio, had my mom, and then obviously. So I have roots here in Kentucky, but then again, my stomping grounds are also in Ohio. So it's like right when they had it in Ohio, it just it dawned on me like, man, that'd be just so cool being a fighter from Ohio, moving down to Kentucky. So I have Ohio roots and Kentucky roots. I don't know, it's just thoughts popping around, but this video, there's not really much to this video. I'm not going to like take you guys in the store or anything. It's just thoughts on the Redneck Brawl. Like, it's going to be interesting. And then there's a fighter, meat and taters. There's a dog. There's a fighter named Doggy Style. Like, this is the craziest thing. Redneck Brawl is tonight. It is Saturday, May 9th. Redneck Brawl is tonight. It's always on a weekend. So like I said, I could definitely be in on it and, you know, go. But I would love to be a fighter like in the future. You just got to get good call outs. You know, that's what Billy was saying. You got to get good call outs. You got to be interesting. You can't just sit there and like, there's people that take pan. Like, there's a guy named Pan Man. He's taking a pan and bashing himself in the head.
About that right there. This right here. Well, that right there is what you need.
And I'm like, wait, what? But you know what? It got their attention. It got them in a fight. It secured him, Pan Man. And then there's this one guy, I think it was Sasquatch. I think he's from Ironton, Ohio. He's all punched himself in the face.
Yeah! Come me get you some.
I think he was like the first one to do that, I think. Could be wrong, I don't know. But he'd do just like punch himself in the face to the point where like one of his like Zen pouches like popped out of his mouth. And like people like did a tooth fall out. He like just So you gotta be interested in your call outs. I'm gonna go home. I got pizzas at home. I have some stuffed crust pizzas from Aldi. Gonna pop in the oven. Those are pretty good. Mama Kotzi's, they're pretty good. Gonna pop those in the oven. And I got wings at home already. It's gonna be a good time. Might get some chicken chunks as well. Might do that. But I do got some wings at home. Redneck Brawl tonight, May 9th, 2026. Maybe I'll be in it someday. That would be cool. That'd be a good time. I think it'd be just awesome. Being there in the crowd, but also just being in that ring. This is not like a call out or anything. Don't think that or anything, nothing. Redneck Brawl, I think it's 13, I'm not sure. Tonight, May 9th, 2026. That's gonna wrap it up for this one. I will catch you guys in the next video.